Woo! Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Kind of Funny Morning Show for November 6th. It's Monday. I think. We don't know because we've been up for 84 hours. Tim, how are you feeling today?
Kids. Today, I'm feeling great.
Yeah? How were you yesterday?
Yesterday, I mean, I don't think I had a yesterday because we did Extra Life all through Saturday to what I guess was yesterday morning, Sunday.
Right.
I got home and I fucking hit that bed.
Did you go all the way till 9 a.m.? I saw that I saw Kevin shotgunning a LaCroix at 9 a.m. to finish the stream, which is the most San Francisco thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I bounced an hour and 20 minutes before the end. Which is like the saddest thing ever, because it's like, come on, Tim, just fucking finish the stream. My body was telling me no.
I hit a point on the couch at around 4 a.m., which was in reality 5 a.m. I think, because we got an hour, we gained an hour.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
When we were playing that stupid game that Clark wanted us to play, and every 5 seconds was like, it's gonna get better, it's gonna get better. And I was like, Clark, it's not getting any better. No, and then I'm like, who am I mad at? Clark or myself?
No,
and then I was like, I gotta go, guys, I'm sorry, I gotta bounce.
The problem with the Jackbox games is they're not good inherently. The people need to make them good.
Right.
And it's like, the moment someone's like, oh, this is stupid, everyone's like, oh, this is stupid. You just need to not do that. You need to just commit to it.
There are, having said that, and I agree with you, there are some games in the Jackbox collection that are more conducive to,
100%.
Hey, let's jerk around and draw dicks, versus that one, whatever we were playing before was just like straight up a bracketed game that made no sense. I mean, it made perfect sense.
Yeah.
But it didn't allow for a lot of degree of like fuck aroundery.
It would have been great had we committed. I swear.
I think so too, but committing to anything, I think the next year we do that stream, past 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning, everything we do needs to be like, require very little mental capacity. Because I could not think of any, all I was doing was slowly drawing the same dick over and over again, and we weren't even playing Drawful.
There was no drawing involved.
There was no drawing, it was just in my brain.
That's the thing though, man, this stream was crazy because, 24 hours, that's a lot to be on. It's a lot to do. It's a lot for people to watch. And man, there's so many people that were there either the entire time or a majority of the time. It's crazy. And I've always been in the philosophy where I'm like, there's not much that gets done after 12 hours.
Right.
Nah. Like a 12-hour stream is where it's at. Keep it nice, keep it tight, keep it entertaining. We'll get the maximum, growth there. This stream didn't prove me wrong, but this stream was totally in opposition to that. Like, we gained so much support in the last 12 hours. It's kind of mind-blowing.
I remember seeing a tweet saying, hey, we're halfway through and we've raised, I think, $60,000.
Yeah.
When I left at 5 in the morning, I think we were at, gosh, I want to say like at 63 or something.
I don't even think that high. It was like 62.
And I was like, all right, well, we've maxed out. And then I come in this morning and we've raised close to
77, right?
$77,000 for those big, beautiful kids. Congratulations, everyone. We've solved it. We cured the kids.
We cured the kids.
We're done. They're all good to go. No, of course, there's much more money that could be made for these people. But everyone out there that donated, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everyone, even if you didn't donate and you were just in the chat hanging out with us for 24 hours or some portion of that, we really appreciate it. I had a fucking blast.
I want to give a lot of shout outs. I mean, first off, shout out to Kevin, running the tech. Also for fucking keeping people fucking going the entire goddamn night.
Right.
Shout out to Andy and Joey for being troopers beyond troopers. My God.
More ride or die than me.
The whole time. Shout out to you for staying and coming back for way longer than anyone expected you to.
Yeah.
And shout out to Greg, obviously, for being the freaking, like, fearless leader.
He is Atlas. He is the person on whom all of this is built. We rest on his shoulders and we tickle him a little bit.
We do. And there was a lot of special guests that came through.
We did.
Andrew Renee and John Drake.
John Drake, who is my we've discovered is my true north.
Yes,
John Drake.
The true northern is what
he's my true northern.
Yeah. Grimecraft, obviously,
Big
was
old
there
Grime.
for a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
That was great.
It was great. Everyone fucking killed it. It was a lot of fun. And because of your support getting us to 45,000, Greg Miller, Joey Noel, and Genevieve St. Onge
flying to Maryland this weekend
to do it again.
Do another 24-hour stream.
We're gonna get that 100, man. We gotta get that 100.
We're hitting 900. Woo, woo, woo. I'm very proud of us, of course. Let's do that again in a year.
In a year.
Not sooner. I can't imagine doing another one in 24 hours, in less than a week. That sounds terrible.
No, that does sound terrible. But hey, for those big, beautiful kids, man, I did a lot of nasty things. I did a shot out of Kevin's belly button.
I saw that. You drank a bottle of Fernet.
Me and my brother.
Your brother at one point walked over to me, and normally, and this is not a knock against Cool Greg, he's just as way more street smart than me. He normally doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
He really didn't make any sense. At one point, he was like, Nick, you betrayed me, bro. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, ha ha. And then he just walked away. I was like, cool gang, all right.
Yeah, cool
I think
gang
I
was
insulted him at one
definitely-
point because I was making fun of him for being drunk and he's not used to me giving him shit.
Yeah.
So that's where that goes.
I don't think he was insulted. I think he was more confused in his
It might have been a little confused.
Fernet. Just
It's a Fernet haze.
Yeah,
The
like,
fucking
good Lord.
the cough syrup haze that you guys were in. It was a great
man.
time. Of course, everyone, if you didn't know, this is the Kind of Funny Morning Show, where each and every day, sometimes when it works, when the internet works, we come to you on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames with the news you need to know, whatever we want to talk about. It really is just become a hodgepodge of fun stuff. Thank you so much for joining us live. If you're here in the chat, if you were able to get through, because our internet is being terrible today, spoilers, the show at some point is going to break down. But of course, if you miss half of it, we will put the rest of it up on YouTube later, so you can see there. Go over there, like, subscribe. Hey, you got a friend named Ed? Everyone's got a friend named Ed.
Everyone
right?
does have a friend
Tell
named
Ed
Ed.
we were talking about him on the morning show. Tell him to
Shout out
go
to you,
over
Ed.
to youtube.com/kindoffunny, subscribe to our channel, and watch the morning show so we can hear, maybe we're talking good about him, maybe we're talking shit about him.
Maybe we're talking
We
shit.
don't know. Ed's going to have to come and go over to YouTube and find out. Of course, if listening is not Ed's thing, Ed can go to so you can see there.
Trying to get the chat because it's not
Appreciate
loading.
that.
My
Appreciate
bad.
that. You know, if watching shit's not Ed's thing, he can listen on iTunes, SoundCloud, all those podcast services. Today's show is going to be a doozy, of course. It is brought to you by kindoffunny.com/store. We've got all sorts of cool items up right now. We'd like to pull those up, but I don't think anything's working for Kevin, unfortunately. I think he's going to probably try to tether everything to his phone.
No, it's no good either.
Is that not gonna?
No,
is that
my
not gonna work
phone's-
either? Well, either way, we're gonna wing it today, ladies and gentlemen. Luckily, my phone is tethered because I have Verizon, which is amazing. So we'll go through the stories a little bit, but visually, this might be the best podcast we ever did.
Yeah, exactly.
We will see. Of course, if you guys want the new Party Mode shirt or the Kind of Funny Games Daily shirt or the baseball shirt, or if you want just to wear socks, you want to walk out of your house and wear socks and be like, this is what God gave me, everybody take a look.
Yeah.
Take a look, but I
Red
don't want
Hot
my
Chili
feet to be
Peppers.
cold. Boom, there you go. Well, I was saying the other day, I was making the joke that one day we'll have pants so that I can say we got you covered fully.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
talking about?
Yeah.
From head to toe.
Yeah.
Because we got hats, we
We
have
do. Mm-hmm.
shirts, and we have socks, which is almost there.
We just need the pants.
We can almost fully clothe you 100%.
Give a man a sock.
And he'll be able to
Teach him
cover
how to
his
fish.
jujubes.
Jujubes.
You were a big fan of the whole sock.
I'm a big fan of the
nuts
sock
and
over the dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to. The key to that though is that it has to be a fresh sock. You can't have worn the sock because the elasticity starts to go
Yeah,
after a
and
while,
also
and
that
then you
just
got to like try
doesn't
to
sound
tie it
good.
around yourself.
I don't like my feet seasoning.
You don't want to get stink to stink.
Stink
you don't
to
wanna go
stink.
stink to
Just a heads
stink.
up.
You never go stink to stink.
Yeah,
The internet did go away for a second.
that's fine.
The internet
Okay.
did go away for a second.
Sorry, everyone. Everyone, we've prepped you. If you're still in the chat, if you're still hearing and looking at my beautiful voice, you know this show's going to be a garbage truck. My theory is that Comcast got pissed that we were streaming for like 24 hours, and they're throttling us right now. Greg has taken to Twitter. We will see what happens. We'll keep you guys up to speed on that story as it develops. Cool, Greg.
Comcast needs to be stopped.
Yeah,
I
they
just
got to
need
be.
I need to put that
Google's
out
going to
there.
stop them.
I fucking
Are
hope they
they?
do.
Google,
Are
yeah,
they?
Google's working like I think Google and Facebook and all these other companies. I think mostly Google. They're trying to figure out how to give everyone free Wi-Fi. Once they do that, bye bye Comcast.
And I really hope
Bye-bye.
so. Yesterday, I turned on my computer and I had I was on Google Chrome, the browser, and at some point I get this fucking pop-up that's like, "Oh, you have a DMCA complaint." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "My pirating days are essentially over." Like now is when they're gonna get me. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it was because I was on
got.
I was
That's
on
the next purge.
I was on a website looking at something, and it was like not even. It was like a fucking picture that somebody owned.
Bad
Really?
picture?
No, just a fucking. It was like a poster, like a movie poster or some shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
I wish we could
this
bring up
net
pictures
neutrality
right now.
shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really worried about it because the people that are worried about it seem very scary. They seem very scared
It's-
of this whole situation, and they're like, you guys aren't taking this seriously enough, which makes me think I'm not taking this seriously enough.
Well, I will say this. If you can get something and you're fortunate enough to be able to pay for it, I do say pay for things. It's always good to support creators in their endeavors.
Well, at this point, it's not even paying for things. At this point, this is them limiting my usage of the internet.
Of course. Google will take care of this, though. One day,
Google will take care of
one
it.
day we will live in a world where Google and Amazon do everything for us. And that's when the machines take over. But you know what I've said, Tim? I've said that I honestly believe that we exist on this planet to usher in the new life form that is AI, our Lord and Savior.
Our
They
Lord
will
and
be
Savior.
our overlords.
AI.
We will do thy
Will
bidding.
Smith.
We'll make them, and then eventually what they'll do is they'll figure out how to sterilize us all, and then we'll be the last generations of humans. Shout out, we're awesome.
To be clear to the audience, he does say this a lot.
I do. I fully believe that Our job right now is to figure out what the next life form is. It's going to be artificial intelligence. We will go forth and we will take it back to the aliens. You know what I'm talking about?
It sounds like you're an expert on this. It sounds like you're a keeper of this.
100% a keeper of 17 things. Okay, 1, The Departed. We've talked about it. 2, Blade Runner. 3, we're going to leave that for little baby Jesus, LBJ. 4, whether or not Independence Day 2 was a good movie. Spoilers, it was not. And 5, if it was real, would artificial intelligence be the one to combat them?
Got it.
Do we send the fight to them? Remember XCOM? Do you remember that game,
I
XCOM on
do.
PC?
I do
Spoilers, the last level of XCOM, you developed enough technology to take the fight to the alien planet. Okay? That's what I'm talking about, cool, Greg. Yeah. Why wait for someone to come fucking punch us in the face? We go to their house, we ring their doorbell. They woke up all groggy, they're not expecting it because we've been up all night, dog, because you're the night, I'm the night, we're the night together. Yeah. We ring their doorbell, they open the door, right in the fucking face.
Right in the
fucking eyeball. Don't even hit him in the chin. Don't try to knock him out in the button. Hit him in the eyeball so that you can keep attacking them from the left, you know, because they can't see from the left. Keep coming to the left. Speaking about fighting, shout out and congratulations to George St. Pierre, a 36-year-old champion who came back after 4 years of not fighting. 4 years of just doing what I have to imagine is nothing, you know, just sitting on his ass. No, he was training. He was still training for 4 years. Came back, beat Michael Bisping, I believe in the 3rd round, with a rear naked choke submission. It was a fucking phenomenal night of fighting over there at the UFC. If you guys are fans, let me know in the chat. We can talk about that a little bit.
The chat is erupting right now.
Yeah.
With a news story that I'm not sure how important it is. Kevin, top right there. Well, I know how important it is, but I don't know if it's real.
What?
Top right.
Go
Which
up.
One? Up one more.
Yep.
Whoa. What? They're gonna sell to Disney? Whoo!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go into this. Let's go into this right now. 21st Century Fox shares soar on report of Disney sales talk. Whoa, this is a fucking big deal.
Let's fucking go.
This is
Let's
a huge
get into
deal.
it.
This comes from the Variety. Shares in 21st Century Fox spiked in midday trading Monday following a report from CNBC that the Murdochs have held talks in recent weeks to sell a large portion of the media conglomerate to Disney. CNBC's David Faber reports that the sale talks have centered around 20th Century Fox movie and TV production operations, the FX networks, and National Geographic TV cable groups, as well as Fox's enormous portfolio of international channels. The deal, as reported by CNBC, would leave Fox with the Fox Broadcasting Co. network and the Fox Sports and Fox News operations. Oh, great. The carve-out is no surprise as FCC rules bar one company from owning more than one of the big 4 broadcasting networks. Disney already owns ABC. The combination of Fox Sports with Disney's ESPN and Fox News with ABC News might also raise antitrust hackles. Fox's stock price shot up more than 6% with a half hour of CNBC report, which hit around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. East Coast, West Coast. Fox shares were up over $26, while Disney shares inch up 1%, just under the $100 mark. Whoa!
So here's the thing.
This is wild.
There were talks.
There were talks.
Those talks were over. Those talks didn't lead to anything. But there were talks, which means there could be talks again. There probably will be talks again. And I am all about this. There's a lot of people that are like, oh man, Disney owning everything, that's a bad thing. Yeah, sure, it is, and you're right, cool, monopolies and blah, blah, blah. When it comes to this type of entertainment,
I'm going to tell you one
there
thing
can only
right
be
now.
one.
Here's the one reason and one and only reason why Disney should buy Fox. All of it. It's worth the billions and billions of dollars.
Does it start with a W and end in an Wolverine?
It starts with a schninky. You know what I'm talking about? If they can get X-Men back in the fold, whoo!
That would be the shot of juice
That's it.
that the MCU is going to need after Infinity War.
Sony, by the way, Fox. I think Fox has been like mid-tier as far as the studios are concerned, as far as profitability. I know that Paramount's dead last, followed very closely by Sony in the last few years. If they can get Fox and Sony, if they can somehow buy Sony as well, because Sony's not doing that great.
Do they need Sony though?
They need Sony.
They already have Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't think they need Sony.
They just need Spider-Man.
Sony can be its own thing. Sony makes Sony movies, and I think that it's important to have that level of what those movies are coming out. I'm not talking about superhero stuff, just talking about like Sony kind of takes a lot of risks and they don't pay off a lot of the time.
Sure
but I like that. Disney doesn't take risks. So cool. Let's get all the non-risk needing franchises under one umbrella.
Disney does take risks. I would say they do take risks. They just take acceptable risks. They take calculated risks.
Calculated risks.
Thor
Smart risks.
is, in my opinion, a calculated risk, and it paid off for them. course, they were like, if we dump Thor, whatever. We got fucking Last Jedi coming out a month from now. We're good. You know what I mean? They're like, if Thor takes a giant meaty shit in the middle of a parking lot someplace, it doesn't matter because Mark Hamill's gonna come scoop it up with his lightsaber, just gonna like dissolve it, right? So it's cool. This is cool. This is interesting news. Interesting news.
I'm very excited.
I would love to see. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna allow myself to fantasize about this, but what the fuck would the X-Men look like in Marvel's world right now?
I mean, the big worry would be how.
First off, we could start calling them mutants again, for fuck's sake.
Well, so here's the big
they were supposed to be
picture
called.
of it is I would say that I'd be worried about how the fuck, they're just gonna randomly, after all these years, after 17 Marvel movies, how it's just gonna be like, oh, and now there's this whole other group of people that we haven't known about and talked about. But we're entering that convergence point where after the Avengers 4 comes out, who the fuck knows what the MCU is going to be?
Restart
You tell me they're not going to restart it? You tell me there's not going to be some dimension bullshit that like reboots at least an amount of it?
The fact of the matter is 90% of the people in the MCU right now are 57 years old.
That's true.
They're old as fuck.
That's true.
I'm just thinking about Robert Downey Jr.
And they've already kind of started the reboot of X-Men with the prequel, not trilogy.
That shit all just needs to be wiped out, in my opinion.
All of it?
I think if you bring X-Men in, you start
totally fresh.
You say, Bryan Singer, thank you. You give him $1. You get him you fucking order an Uber for him. And you send him over to the Fat Burger. He can stay there all day.
But they did it with Spider-Man to an impressive degree. Of being like, hey, now you're in the franchise, and we don't need to care about the other stuff.
Right.
So can they do that for literally endless amounts of mutants?
Well, the thing is this, it's the perfect time, right? Who is the standout person in the X-Men universe? You got, in my opinion, you got three people that you really have to keep happy, right? One is Hugh Jackman. He's done. You don't have to worry about him anymore. James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender are the other two standouts. And let's be honest, we could just recast, or you could actually just take them and put them in as current day Magneto and Professor X and call it a day. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Got options.
Retcon.
We got options.
Retcon.
Whoa, is that the retcon train?
That's a retcon gun. It's not a what do they call it? It's not a deadly weapon.
It's a trank.
It's trank. Retcon.
Knock them out, and fall asleep, and then wake up and tell them how the new life's going to be.
And they're no longer canon.
And you're no longer
canon.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry, Famke Janssen and the dude who dies in every movie. What's his name? Fucking Cyclops.
Man, yeah.
James Marsden. God bless him. That's exciting news. Tim, that is very exciting news.
It is very exciting news.
Woo! Let's take a quick look, if we can, at the Star Wars The Last Jedi International poster. This got posted over on the Reddits the other day.
The fuck's that mean?
It's really fucking cool.
What the fuck does that mean? Says Kevin Coelho. We'll see. We'll see.
You know what I mean, guys?
Why is Luke on both sides?
Why is he on both sides?
Why is Luke on both sides?
Why does he look like good Luke versus badass Return of the Jedi Luke?
Oh, yeah.
Side note, was there anything cooler?
No,
than when we saw Luke in Return of the Jedi and he's in all black?
The fucking garage door opens up and he just walks in.
He's like, Ichuta. You know what I mean? Or whatever the fuck he said. Ichuta.
Oh. He's wearing black and it's like, oh, he's a good guy.
You guys remember Mace Windu?
We do.
Here's what I need from Andy. Good job, Andy. Thanks, Andy.
My favorite thing, Nick, is seeing Andy, whenever I'm on the morning show, seeing him turn that corner, and he does this thing where he doesn't make eye contact for a while, and it's like, what are you looking at on the wall? You're not looking at shit. You're just avoiding eye contact.
What are you doing over
and he does this dopey little fucking walk, then he gets there and he looks up, and I give him that look of like, do you have something to say? Or are you just waiting to have something to say? And then he comes out with, you remember Mace Windu?
You guys remember Mace Windu? Cool. One day when we have, if we're fortunate enough to grow into a bigger studio, I do want to have a setup where, like Howard Stern does, where it's like Stern, but they're all in different desks with the camera on, so that you can come and we'll call it the Andy spot. And Andy, you'll just rise up from the ground, you know, and just be there whenever you want. All right. And he'll be like this, hey, you guys remember Mace Windu? And then you just go back down. You just go back down.
That'd be great. Yes.
I don't want to read too much into this poster, but this is fucking awesome, and I'm getting
We're so close,
incredibly excited. Here's what we have to do. We got Thor.
Yes.
Thor was like when you hit
It's the warm up.
When you hit that
like,
fucking,
let's have some laughs.
You hit that on 2 in Mario Kart when you hit it just right, bam, you're right out of the gate, right, and you're ready to rock and roll. Justice League is probably going to be like missing
blue shell.
One of the it's going to be a blue shell for sure. But I really think we're going to finish strong. I think we're going to finish number one with Last Jedi.
Kind of like I did this weekend.
Oh, I'm sorry. The champ is in the house.
The new kind of funny.
He might not be the champ that we needed, but he's the champ that we all wanted.
He's the champ that you get.
It was almost Kevin.
I'm just happy to be here. It was almost Kevin, but I beat him. I bested him.
He's the champ that's here.
And unlike Greg, who sprung it on me last time to win the championship, You had to fight a pentagagon or whatever.
Pentagolethamon.
A pentathlon.
Yeah.
And actually win it fair and square. See, Greg, what he does is he goes, "Oh, play this game that I've been playing all weekend. You've never played before," and then boom, he wins the challenge from you.
Yeah.
That's a sucker's way of winning.
It is a sucker's
That
way
is
of
a
winning.
that is a chump champion.
I won fair and square.
Greg Miller is the
didn't
chump
expect it.
champion.
No one was rooting for me. I was just kind of there.
That is
I
true.
came
No
back
one-
from the bottom.
You won it on- you
I
won
was
it.
dead last the first 2 games.
You really were. You
Yeah.
really were. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the really crowning turnaround point for you in the whole thing was when you beat me in Smash.
Yeah.
See, I feel like you got a lot of confidence coming after me in Smash. After you beat me in Smash, and that's what allowed you
That
to
really
just
is so true.
one-handed ass whoop Greg at Mario Kart.
Because we've been talking a lot about this. You got in my head. You get in my head. Me versus,
I
there's
do.
2 people in the world, Nick Scarpino and Curran Wong.
Yeah.
Playing against both of them in Smash Brothers, there's something about it that I just crumble. It's like when I feel the fear of the crying elbow coming towards me.
Oh, man.
Seeing Pitt, just doing that fucking
Brutal.
move. It's brutal, man.
what he says
It's
in-
fucking
in the
brutal.
party.
Brutal.
I
It
hate
is
it.
brutal.
I absolutely hate it.
Is it time for the official belting ceremony? The
Belt him.
belt him, belt him, belt him, belt him, belt him.
Belt him. Belt him.
It must be
Belt him.
Are we saying belt Tim? I thought we were saying belt him.
Bell. No, like Bell. Like from Taco Bell. Bell Tim.
Oh, God.
I have to touch you for this. I'm sorry.
I appreciate it.
Yes. How's it feel? It looks good on you.
It feels heavy.
I
It
feel
looks
like
better
the
on me,
championship
but-
was the best moment, followed by the kind of funny ghost stories by Greg Miller.
The ghost stories are amazing.
Oh man.
I'd say it looks good on me, but it doesn't really.
You have to look at him. You have to squat down, both of you. Both of you squat down so we can see this.
That's me, guys.
True
I'm the
champion right there.
champ.
ladies and
What's
gentlemen.
up, everybody?
Earlier today, I called
Feeling
Greg Miller
pretty
the
good about
chump
it.
champ.
That's a gracious champ right there.
Yeah. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to represent everybody. Hopefully I keep it for a while. If I don't, it's totally cool. Maybe I'll get it back one day. It's more just about the fun of the
It
sport.
really is. The thing about it is this: the reason why people like you and me more than Greg is because we are just here to have fun. Greg, believe it or not, is pissed that he lost that belt.
Oh, I know.
He is pissed. He's
That's
hot.
true.
And when he cares more about it, it makes me want to care less about it. Because then when I have it, I can just be a complete asshole to him and torture him, and it's super fun to me. If you remember correctly, when I had the belt, and I encourage you to do this as well, leave it on his chair every once in a while, so that he physically has to move it. It's super fun. It's super fun.
love it.
It's like the belt crawled onto his chair and said, "Dad, please take me home." And he looks at it, and just like a bad divorce, he can't touch you because the court told him not to. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of fun for everyone that's
It
around
is.
watching.
It is. It is.
You know
But
what I
anyway,
mean?
I'm just happy about it. I feel like it was a fun set of matches, and now I get to have this.
I'll be honest with you though, I want it back. I do want it back.
We're gonna have to figure out.
I gotta
feel like
change.
I got fucked over in the dodgeball game. I was like clearly the better player in that dodgeball
No,
game. And Tim
you
won.
losing proved that you weren't.
I knocked everybody out so many times.
Yeah, but they
They
kept.
play the game
They
right.
should have kept a score
They
of
kept-
like how many times do you hit somebody with the
But
ball? Because I would have.
Andy, the game wasn't
I had
how
a
many
clean victory,
times
man.
can you hit someone with a ball. It
I'll
was
tell
how
you
many
one thing right
times-
now. The two people that were terrible at were me and Greg. I was a swan for
Greg
90% of
was
that
weirdly
fucking
bad
game.
at that game.
We just couldn't figure it out. Couldn't figure it out.
That game.
You just took the ball and ran with it, literally and figuratively speaking. So that was great for you guys, Andy. But I will say this, Andy. Boy, you fell apart in Smash. You fell apart in Smash.
I did.
It's not your fault. It's just I understand I'm intimidating because you have it in the back of your head that I'm gonna do that thing to you where I go, Andy, what happened? You hate it.
If it were Brawl, I said this many times. If it were Brawl, I would have been on the top. Pikachu was so over.
You certainly would not.
OP.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you
If there's
Brawl,
one thing we're
you
good
would've
at,
hated
it's beating
me.
motherfuckers as Pikachu in Brawl.
Yeah.
Because there was this motherfucker,
Yeah.
Mark Ryan,
Oh my God.
who
he's
used
so
Pikachu,
good.
and he,
He
was
would
just a son of a bitch.
he would just guard that edge like fucking
But he wasn't
mad.
as good as I am.
I'll tell you this:
I think
I'm
with
better in Brawl with Pit. In Brawl with Pit, I can actually fly under the
his
entire
arrows
stage,
were so
and the
fucking
arrows
good.
just keep going. I'll put an arrow out,
They find you,
it'll
man.
go away,
They just fucking
and I'll circle
find
it back
you.
around and come back and hit you in the face with it.
It was
if you think I'm
horrible.
annoying, if you think I'm annoying in Wii U, then yeah,
Could we please play more Smash?
I'd love to.
We need to.
Yeah.
I'd
We
love
need
to. Maybe on the next championship.
But
we
you're
gotta
right
figure out how
though,
this is gonna
Nick.
go.
Beating you in Smash gave me the juice to go into Mario Kart because there's been a lot of talk of Mario Kart if you've been following Gamescast and all the different shows where Greg Miller talking a lot of shit about me in Mario Kart, and I've been saying I was like, I don't know that you're better than me. I wasn't saying that he wasn't better than me, but I was just like, we've never faced off properly. This is our first face off.
did.
and I won.
You did.
I've seen you beat him before.
That's what I was. Remember we talked about
I mean,
this.
look, I've beat him before. At least like twice.
I beat him one time.
So this wasn't. No, that's.
I did.
I don't get how Nick is like so terrible at Mario Kart, but pretty good at Smash.
He's good at Smash.
You actually,
Nick is good
it
at
actually
Smash.
annoys you how good I am at Smash. You don't like it at all.
It does.
You hate it.
Because there shouldn't be that far of a drop.
There's a huge disparity.
It's crazy.
There's a huge disparity between how good I am at Smash and how bad I am at every other fucking game. I am not good at any other game, but it's because Tim will attest to this. At IGN, we had a tradition at 5 o'clock every day, and it used to be over by Fran's desk. Fran used to have. Let me back up a second. Fran used to take over a corner of the old. We used to be on the second and third floor. I think it was the third and fourth floor.
Third and fourth.
Third and
So it
fourth.
was the
So on the
third.
third floor, Fran decided, hey, I'm gonna have one desk be a whole wing of this cubicle, and behind him, no one could sit there. And everyone was like, dude, this is prime real estate because there was a window and all that stuff. And Fran's like, no. So one day we just set up a Smash station there. So every day at 5 o'clock when he was trying to get work done, half the company would go behind him and start playing Smash, and we'd make him come over and play. So every day, long story short, just to piss Fran off, I got to play Smash. It was a win-win situation. It really was. And so I got better at it.
Yeah.
And I got
That's
better
it.
sharpening my teeth against
People
killers like
making-
Tim and Curran. And Curran was working there at the time, by the way.
Yeah.
Curran was an
I
accountant.
had the same question. People were in chat saying, disparity? You mean disparity?
I did mean disparity. I
Yeah,
did.
that is true. That is true.
That was very
But the funny
Disparaging
thing
is,
about Smash Brothers
just not a
is
word.
Smash Brothers is one of those games that everyone's like, I am so fucking good at it. Me and my friends will beat the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see other people like, oh, you guys are way better than us. I think that we're that level of Smash Brothers good that we're like, we can say that we're really good. We're not saying we're the best. And like I see people in the chat be like, oh, we'll fucking destroy you. Yeah, you probably would. Like there's a whole level above us and like 10 levels
yeah.
above that.
Oh, yeah.
But still, we're really good.
So
I would say.
I see Dezaru in chat says Smash does not equal kart. Not the same game at all. One's a brawler, one's a kart game. No, I'm saying like if you're really competent in one game, you shouldn't be a total like piece of shit in another game. Like you should have like a similar skill set.
But they're two dissimilar games.
No,
One's
but-
racing, one's fighting.
Yeah,
They're completely different
No,
genre.
but I mean like in terms of like in just as a game, like they're both video games. I don't get it. It's confusing to me.
I understand it. I
Yeah,
understand it.
It's really confusing. To
But
me.
the same could be said for you because you didn't do well in Mario Kart or Smash Brothers. So
I did pretty good at kart actually.
He did.
I think you
did.
took third though out of 4 people.
You did surprisingly poorly in kart. I was really like.
Well, no. What fucked me was the one level with the water sort
Mm-hmm.
of falls and everything. I got fucked as I was about to go over a
Dolphin
hill.
Shoals?
I just fell down, and that really fucked me. The other matches I was like in second, third.
The thing is, I started off and I got 4th, and I was like, "Oh, that's not bad."
I'm just gonna drop
And
a
then-
first in there casually.
And then John Drakes was sitting behind me talking shit to me the entire time, and it got in my head.
He got in your head.
He got in my head.
Because he's so handsome and funny and charming.
He wears a sweater like no other man.
Yeah.
You know, he reminds me when he wears a sweater. He reminds me of Ted Danson from 3 Men and a Little Baby, and that's just the best thing on the planet.
The chat really loved John Drake. They're like, "Who's this funny
The
guy?"
chat was Reddit's all over John Drake too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Obviously, we had an amazing Extra Life stream. You should go to our subreddit on reddit.com/r/kindafunny to see a whole bunch. People have been great about clipping things out and making like compilation clips and shit. So check it out. Show people love.
I'll be
Thank you
doing
for
that after the show. I
And
should have probably
please
done that and
check
put
out-
some on here.
Somebody put up the ghost stories from like 3:30 in
Did
the
you hear
morning,
about this?
4 in the
No,
morning.
well, I didn't hear about this.
From 4 to like 5 something in the morning, we turned the lights off, and we're just like laying down and shit. And Greg just told ghost stories.
I love it.
And he told the origin of Fran Mirabella, the origin of Mike Aransky,
Oh, God.
and the origin of Grandma Miller. And it was
It's
a
the most
fucking like
but it was also very delirious.
a delirious
Did we ever?
haze
Did
of
we ever
nothing.
end up calling Mike Aransky? I'm gonna fix this real quick.
No, did we?
No.
Did we ever?
I
we didn't get
thought
back.
we called him, left a message.
You called him, didn't you?
Yeah.
I did call him. That's right. I did call him. I'm bummed that we didn't TP his house, even though I was the person vehemently against
Yeah.
driving out to Walnut Creek at 2 o'clock in the morning after streaming for 14 hours.
I want to say it was like 8 o'clock when you were like, I'm not driving out there.
I did bitch out. I did bitch out hardcore on that one. There are a few other news stories, but they suck. We need to get to our deep dive topic right now, so we're just gonna skip all those. The big question left over from our stream
Yes.
is we owe Kevin not 1, not 2, but 3 bongos. Now, Kevin was like, let's do all of them on the show this morning, and I said no. That's not how psychological terror works. You see what I'm saying?
The slaps giving from having
It is exactly, Joey, it is exactly like Slapsgiving. We owe Kevin, I have 3 bongos in my pocket right now. And you better fucking believe, Mr. and Mrs. Smith out there with your son, that I'm going to stretch those things out all year long.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them will happen at PAX East.
They
Who the
expire
fuck
at the end of
knows?
the
Maybe
year.
one of them will happen on the show floor of E3.
They absolutely expire at the end of the year. Yeah. As the bongoer, I get to decide that.
No, sir. You agreed to bongos.
All right.
You're the
And
bongee.
bongos you will get.
You're right. As
You're
the
not the
bongoer,
bongoer.
I get to decide.
So Tim, the question is, when do we bongo him? Do we bongo him? Do we knock out one right now? Or do you want to save one as a podcast
I mean, I'd
topic?
say you already did it yesterday, right? Kev?
What?
Did you get bongoed at all yesterday?
Yeah, I did it. Oh.
I say that we hold off for a bit.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh, definitely. It can't happen today.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen today.
What?
Oh, fuck.
I'm just like,
The thing is, I'd love to blame it on the fact that Kevin's really tired, but this
Yeah.
is just Kevin on a normal
This is
day.
Kevin.
I'm working
I
on
just love
something totally else right on the background.
I
And
sent you a story to.
As the producer of the
working on
show,
something totally
as the
else
producer
for
of the
him in
show
the
should be. I'm not paying attention to this
Yeah,
show. I'm working on
what's
something completely
happening?
different. Guys, I have a name
I'm
bar to
not
make.
the producer.
You are the
You're
producer of this show.
No, I'm.
You are
running.
literally at the producing station.
Literally
You are
did it.
producing
That is
the
the
show.
station of producing, Kevin.
If you don't want
No.
to produce, let Cool Greg. Cool Greg's fucking been standing there the whole time. He's ready to go
He's
in.
itching.
Let him
He's
in.
ready to
He's
fucking
waiting.
go.
Trade out with him.
He's waiting for me to give him this.
I like when
Wally
Cool Greg
Pipp,
does the show anyway because he doesn't talk.
What?
Wally Pipp.
What
Wally
the
Pipp was a guy who got hurt. He didn't play a baseball game, and then another guy took his spot to
Get over
take
here.
his
This sounds
place.
like all sorts of sports.
Oh, 50,
Give us the all sorts of sports.
All sorts of sports.
Wally
They get
Pipp.
15 seconds.
50
Go.
seconds, all sorts of sports. So
You're
Wally
eating
Pipp,
into your time.
Wally Pipp was a player, and he got hurt, right? And then, so check it out. So he gets hurt.
5 seconds.
And then he didn't play a game. Lou Gehrig took his spot, and then Lou Gehrig obviously was a way better player. So Wally Pipp never played again.
So what you're saying is, as
know?
soon as Cool Greg officially takes over for Kevin, Kevin will never come
One
back.
day Kevin will be like, oh, I have a cough, I can't come in. And then Cougar is going to take a spot and just perform way better. And then we're going to see the Hall of Famer was on our bench the whole time, you know?
Lou Gehrig's disease is a thing, right?
Yeah.
It sure is. It sure is. No,
Is
has
that
nothing to do
same
with
Lou
baseball.
Gehrig?
Same
though.
Lou Gehrig, yeah.
It is. It is.
Okay.
Shockingly, yeah.
So there you go,
Shocking.
ladies and gentlemen. That's that. We've decided we are going to lord that over Kevin's head for as long as he'll allow us to do it. That's super fun for me. There's some part of me that's just twisted and wants to do that. And so at some point, Kevin's belly will be making a reappearance, probably laid on this table, maybe with some sushi on it.
Ooh.
I don't know. Nobody knows what, because we have to up it. You know what I mean, Kevin? It can't just constantly be bongos. At some point, I'm thinking, I'm just spitballing here, Tim. You let me know if I'm off base.
Yeah.
Naked sushi bongos. Where Kevin lays naked,
And
we
we roll
cover his
little
body with
sushi roll?
sushi, and when we're done, we eat just the circle of the sushi off of his tum tum. So we
Why do we need to eat it?
because we need to see Mount Fuji. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Mount Fuji. As soon as
okay.
Mount Fuji is bald
Yeah.
and barren, and we can see it from far away,
Yeah.
that's when the natives come and they start the bongoing.
Okay,
right?
okay.
He says
I
Joe
like
versus
that
the
there's
volcano.
now a backstory. One of my favorite moments of Kind of Funny Live 3 is when we did the bongo song, and Kevin, when he was coming out, it's like you were overtaken with emotion and with some spirit of these ancient natives that you're
They
talking
are.
about.
They're the ancient
and you just go,
Fujians.
bring out the bongoed. And it's like, does that
God.
even make sense to anybody?
No, now that it's
But you were
disparaging, but I did it
excited
anyway, it
about
doesn't matter.
And then Kevin comes out and there's just this look on your face and I'm like, wow, we are grown men. And there's people that paid money to see Kevin's shirt get raised and you to just fucking spank that thing.
Whenever I can legally touch Kevin, I will.
Yeah.
I will do that. And I will do that as aggressively and violently as the law and ethics allow.
Yeah.
Because it gives me happiness.
I appreciate that.
I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm a disgusting human being.
Kevin, can you do me a favor? Can you pull up Kind of Funny Live and can you find the bongo part when you come out? Because I think that people need to see it.
While Kevin's doing that, I'm going to segue over to some cheers and tips.
Them cheers and tips.
If you have a tip and you'd like to tip us, if you want to say something to us, you can tip us the $5 above level, just like Tom Hawkins and I did. Never heard of him. Says, great job on Extra Life Stream, guys. Stayed entertaining from start to finish. By the way, tell Kevin I'm not actually related to Anthony Hopkins, rather. I'm sure Nick still has no idea what that's about. I really don't. At one point, that made me laugh a lot.
Yeah.
Gatling35 is giving us our next tip. It says, Kevin promised on-stream bongos for every $1,000 over 70K. He owes us many bongos.
That is true,
Oh,
he does.
no.
No. We
Kevin.
already got those.
7 more bongos?
No, we did 4 of them.
You understand that Greg's gonna do another stream this weekend. We might get to
No,
100,000.
no.
It was just during the final hour.
You're gonna owe us
No, it
bongos
was
every
till
day.
Tonight. It was till this morning, Till this morning.
This morning.
Till morning show started. Because they were doing Extra Life after.
Oh.
All right. 500 cheers comes from Christoph Kings 3 says, hey Nick, I was just thinking about the Geostorm podcast. I feel like the name should be more encompassing. Like you're not going to watch destructive storms everywhere, all over the planet. Like you're going to watch destructive storms everywhere, all over the planet. If you were to call it something, maybe Watch Over or Overwatch. Mm-hmm. He says Overwatch. And say there was a special about blizzards or something.
Yeah.
I just feel like the official Blizzard Overwatch podcast could generate some views. Just an idea he had. That's
I
a
kinda
great
like
name.
that. Yeah.
That's a
you're
great
right.
name.
We would need a theme song for it, though. That sounds similar to the Geostorm
What
podcast.
if the theme song sounded a little bit like this? Geostorm podcast, the official Overwatch Blizzard podcast. Wheel spin. That was my favorite.
The wheel spin was great.
That was my favorite ongoing joke.
You guys killed it.
That was really, that was my favorite joke. Another cheer came from Mr. Yasman300. It says, Nick, are you going to watch Daddy's Home 2 this weekend? Also, have you read this article? Thomas Jane gives plot info about Shane Black's The Predator. I have not. I will read that in a bit. Very excited about that. Very excited. Did you see the poster for The Predator?
We talked about it on the show, the
Very,
little
very
lightning
cool.
and all that.
Yeah, it looks fucking really cool.
Looked
so
pretty damn
we're
cool.
excited about that. All right, Tim.
Yes.
Getting along on the show. Let's go into the section we like to call PS I Love His Best Friend XO. XO, this is your opportunity to shout out someone you feel is being awesome in our community. You can go to kindafunny.com/bestfriend, fill out that form and nominate someone, and maybe, just maybe, we'll read that on the show, just like McFortune Cookie did for one Mr. Mark Freeman. Mark Freeman's everywhere, first of all.
He is everywhere.
At this point, he's ubiquitous. He just is ubiquitous. I'm
just
shouting out Mark
ubiquitous.
Freeman, a.k.a. the Indie Boy 1, for a couple of reasons. One, he's an extremely active member of the Kinda Funny community and always seems to be such a positive person. And number 2, and more importantly, I want to shout him out for a selection of profile pic. He makes sure people know he means business. Thanks, says Callum McEwen, a.k.a. McFortune Cookie.
McFortune Cookie.
What is his profile picture? I don't know what his profile picture looks like. I'm hoping it's Kevin. If it's not Kevin, he should change it to Kevin.
It was me and him for a while.
Official Overwatch podcast, Geostorm.
Blizzard.
We'll go while he's going to that. Let's give away a game. If you guys didn't know, each and every day, aside from being just a bang up, awesome show that we do here on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames, we also give away a game to one lucky winner. There are 4 ways in which you could be entered to win that and amplify your chances of winning. 1, you can just be in the Twitch chat right now. I'm sure Amy Gills, as I speak, is saying stop spamming, don't spam. There's no need to spam.
No spam here.
The more spam, the less chances. No, there's no. Just be in the chat. That's one way.
I had a spam Subi 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Ooh, that shit was good.
I dated a Filipino girl once. Her mom used to make spam all the time. No idea why, but it was the best fucking thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I mean, it's a great profile pic, but I don't understand why people, well, Ewan McEwen saying that he means business. It's great. It's well taken. It's good lighting, but it doesn't exude, hey, I mean business. It's just what it looks.
Suit.
Yeah, but like that just means, hey, let's go party.
Kevin's right. This one got cool, Greg.
I like that tie though. It's a good tie, Mark Freeman. Anyway, second way to win the giveaway is you can be a Twitch subscriber. You can subscribe to us on Twitch. You get all sorts of fun little perks for that, right? We do these cool, fun emotes. You get private chat time with us at the end of the show, and we have been playing a lot of games to the community lately. You get entered, you're one of the people we draw from for that. So if you're a subscriber and we play games with you on Twitch, you get to come over there and play with us. It's really, really cool. Ultimately, though, you're just supporting the channel, and we very much appreciate that. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you get 1 free Twitch Prime subscription. You have to re-up it every month, and it totally sucks. But for those of you out there who have done it, we appreciate you. You are now called the Chosen Few because you have chosen to be awesome. Also, when the camera goes down, I'll call you the Golden Child.
Golden Child.
The Golden Child. Just one, because you're all.
Stop calling them the Chosen.
Did I?
Did
I? Ways number 3 and 4, you go to patreon.com/kindafunny or patreon.com/kindafunny. I'm not ready to let that joke die. Kinda Funny Games. Support us at the $2 or above level. You get entered in to win a free game, but you also get all the perks of the $1 level, which means you get early access, exclusive access to all of our early access content, just like Party Mode, which has been fucking phenomenal, and Cooking with Greggy, which I believe the last episode dropped today.
It did.
And we've got some extra perks coming for that one too, because we like making that show. So it's going to be great. Tim.
Yes.
Today's giveaway is a Walk in the Dark on Xbox One, and guess what? There's no one there yet. Hey, Joey! You got to pick a person for that. Oh. While she's picking a person for that, let's go to the chat. Sorry, everyone, to keep you in suspense. I apologize. Graveyard Disco says, Nick, take your shirt off for me, daddy. There's so many things wrong with that statement. So many things wrong with that statement.
Well, Cool Greg wants.
Yeah, go for it.
You know.
Come here. Come here.
There's a person.
Hold on, real quick. Hold that thought. And the person is from the Twitch chat, M. Heidinger. M. Heidinger. Congratulations, you've won a Walk in the Dark on Xbox One. And Joey, thankfully, just figured out how to do her job. So that's great.
Yep.
That's great that you did.
Fantastic.
Cool, Greg. What's your question?
So you know P Diddy, right? Mm-hmm. So he decided to change his name again, and he took a wrestler's name, an old wrestler.
What did he take?
Brother Love.
He's Brother Love now? What is he? Is he like finding Jesus? What's going on?
That sounds bad, because remember when Mace did that whole thing too?
Yeah.
They had beef.
That.
I don't like
The thing is, his name is Sean Combs, right? That's his real name. Then he went by Sean Puff Daddy. He was Puff Daddy. Then he was Sean Puffy Combs. Then he was P. Diddy.
P. Diddy.
And now he's Brother Love.
Well, there was Diddy.
Oh, then it was Diddy, which was, we can all agree, was the best.
Yeah. I like
Natch.
it.
I mean, Puff Daddy.
For back then, I guess.
Dude,
Yeah.
Diddy.
But Diddy's always going to be good.
Diddy's fucking rap.
Puff Daddy, dude.
This is only good back
See,
then.
you know, I don't like this
know.
because I'm traumatized still from the whole Snoop Dogg, Snoop Lion thing. I don't like
that was
anything
weird.
about that. That's when you start smoking that fucking crazy ganja, that really sick weed that like just fucks you up, and you're like, I'm now a lion.
Bath salts.
Yeah, he's doing some bath salts or whatever the fuck. Maybe he's on some bad like ayahuasca trip or something. They're like, you're not a dog, you're a lion. It's like, yeah, DOGGLION.
Yeah,
Doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work. DOGG.
Yeah.
Why DOGG is C.
I love it. I fucking love it.
That's all you gotta do.
Rad Rye Guy 05 says, Mace was great. I missed that, dude.
Hey, did you see new Cameron album?
New Cameron album, apparently. Shout out to Cameron, man.
He's
Right.
still the shit.
Cameron is still the shit. It's an interesting thing where he somehow made nursery rhymes dope as fuck.
All right. A Cool Greg introduced me to Montana the other day.
Yeah.
As we were listening, as
We
we
heard it.
were driving, and it was we were slapping. It was great.
The slapping.
What was the slapping? Every time I ride with Cool Greg, the slapping happens in my car. It's not as sexy as you think. Ryan Santilli says, Nick, are you still staying on track for the Jackman off? No, but I'm still going toward it.
You're making progress.
I'm making progress. I'm lifting a lot more. I'm feeling a lot stronger. Got a lot more strength now, which is good. I have not burned nearly as much fat as I need to burn, and I don't think that the 50 Oreos I ate over the weekend are really going to help with that.
But it helped with the big, beautiful kids.
It did help with those big, beautiful kids. So we cured them.
We cured 'em.
Congratulations,
We
everyone.
fixed
We cured
them.
at least one kid. There you go.
That's not what we're doing.
Eradicate the children.
Eradicate the children. Graveyard Disco says, Nick, what's the best drug? Cocaine, weed, or jujitsu? If those are my three choices, I choose jujitsu.
Off the juice.
You fucking square.
Robert1858
Get
says,
on that cocaine, Nick.
how has Nick never heard of the state of Montana? Just never have. I've only been to 3 out of the 50 states. So unless you count Puerto Rico, and then I've been to 4 out of the 51 states. I haven't been to Puerto Rico. I just threw that out there. Just wanted to show off my knowledge of geography, ladies and gentlemen. Hearts and minds, hearts and minds.
God damn it, Nick.
Nick, seen any good films recently? Yeah, Thor. It was fucking awesome. Let's go into sub-only mode. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, I didn't finish telling my story.
No,
so
you
last
didn't.
night, I was at Punchline, and there was not a big crowd there, as I don't know why. I'm guessing it was post-holiday thing. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So there was only about half the venue was full. And when that happens, the guy that organizes it lets a lot of other people who are like a lot of the younger guys or the guys that are newer go up. And my buddy Jason got to go.
Jason.
And I was like, that's fantastic. I see him queuing up. Like, you never know. That's the thing. You don't know if you're going to go up or not. But he had an inkling that he was, because the guy that runs it was like, you're probably going to go up soon.
He gave him
the look, like maybe you're going to go up. So I was excited, and I was like, oh, good, he's going to get to go do like 4 to 7 minutes, depending on how long it's going to go. I see him queuing up on the side. I was like, walk over. I was like, hey, man, do you want me to film this for you? He goes, no, I got that covered. Now, right off the bat, I'm like, I think you fucked up. I think you need to reevaluate this whole thing, because I'm a professional. I film things professionally.
Yeah.
Or at least I have professional people film me on a daily basis.
Yeah, true.
He goes, no, if you could just take some pictures, that'd be great. Now, granted, I forgot to tell him I have a 5S. My camera sucks on my phone. The pictures are all grainy as fuck. He's going to find that out later when I send it to him. But he goes, no, that guy over there is taking video. I go, great. I walk over. Guess how he's taking the video?
Vertically. Yeah. Yeah, there's no sense of scope.
People. If you're having sex with someone and they give you the go-ahead, you can film them like this. That's fine. I get it. It's more ergonomic for your hand. You get more of the verticality. You can, the Coit Tower looks like it's a lot taller than it should be. But if you're filming something that is a fucking audience and a stage and it's all on widescreen, turn the goddamn camera this way and then hit record, for Christ's sake. See this? It looks like your TV. You know why? Because that's how people make content, like this. This shit looks like you're viewing it through a fucking prison bar. Again, only acceptable one time. Like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, a little POV.
I digress. Let's take a couple more comments and then lunch? Are you on the next show?
Kind of Funny Games Daily.
Oh my God, I want to close my laptop on my head right now. I want lunch so bad.
But after that lunch?
Hopefully, and then a lot of phone calls.
Yes,
All
I got a busy day.
Let's see.
N7 Optics says, Nick, will you be chewing tits next 24-hour stream? Specifically, Kevin? I think he's talking about my shirt.
Your shirt.
It says
Chew
Jiu-Jitsu. You guys are all disgusting. Nick, can we get a spoiler discussion of Stranger Things? Maybe one day. Did you guys finish Stranger Things?
No.
No, then probably not. Mitch Bomber says, Nick, have you ever made a POV before? I have not. I live a very boring sex life. I don't have any. I've never taken a naked picture of myself in this. I've tried before. I've had people that are like, "You want to give it?" And I'm like, I do it, and I'm like, nope, I don't like that.
I don't like that.
You know how anal retentive I am about parking my car. Imagine sending a dick pic out.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen.
No.
I can't do it. I don't like it. I'm like, I'll send you one in about 5 weeks when I lose some weight. There you go. There you go, hon. Ignacio Rojas says, hi, Nick, sup?
Rojas.
Not too much.
Mr. Yasman 300 says, which kind of funny member will be the first to become a father? My pick is Kevin. If Nick isn't already a father, he just doesn't know.
Greg.
Kevin's probably the answer. Oh, you're right. You're right. Greg Miller. Greg
Greg's
Miller's going
100%.
to pop one of those things out.
Greg lives life in the fast lane. He met Jen. 2 days later, they were married.
Yeah.
5 days later, he figured out how to illegally sneak her into our country.
Yeah.
And now she's just been living in his house. And now she's already talking about kids. So I would not be surprised
Done
if
deal.
it's done.
Let's
it's
give
already
it
done.
9 months.
Yeah, give it 8.5 months, and there'll be a little Miller spit out. It's just gonna spit out and be like,
What's up, everybody?
And they're gonna put glass signs like, oh, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna be the champ one day. Woo, let's play yoga.
Why is he like a child? Old?
You lost me at the yoga.
Chris Fitzgo1 says, Nick, that's how I won the belt the first time. Nick,
But it's not your...
what do you think of the the egg taco? We did not have the egg taco from Taco Bell. I forgot to get that. We fucked up. We fucked up. Let's see. Tim, digging that shirt. What is it?
It's the album cover to No of Cunning Linguist's latest album. You can get it
Fantastic.
on cunninglinguist.bandcamp.com.
And Lexi
Figure out how
Gunner.
to spell it.
Got it. Google that and turn safe search off. Our last comment for today comes from subscriber Lexi Gunner says, will you guys do another watch along soon? That's a question for you. Will we? We don't have any plans to right now, but I'd like to.
There's no plans, yeah, but
They're super fun.
I've been trying to tinker and rework what that show is in my head. I've had some thoughts.
Tim's got some thoughts.
Yeah, we did get a logo made for it.
We did.
We did. So we
It's a
want to
good
make
logo.
it a thing, but I don't know.
It's hard. It's hard to sneak it in there, but we will probably do one eventually. We got a lot of good stuff coming out, rolling out. Excuse me, let me back up. We have a lot of plans for a lot of great stuff that we're kicking around, so hopefully that will be on the slate of stuff. Tim, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Enjoy Kind of Funny Games Daily.
I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, he'll be back in about 5 minutes with Kind of Funny Games Daily alongside Greg Miller. I won't. I'll be over my desk just milking a hangover. I didn't drink at all. I just feel hungover.
Got it.
That's how it goes. But before that, I will read subscribers, so stick around and you'll hear my sweet, sweet voice in your ears, buds. In your ears, tubes. Bye, see you tomorrow.
Ear tubes. Fuck yeah.